All right, welcome back to Listen with Intent. Back with another unboxing. Of course, I'm Jimmy, and I've got 3 unboxings today. One I held on to for just a couple of days, and the other 2 came in today. The first one is I want to open up, and it's one used album, 2 new albums, I should say. The first one is from Big Dog Records. I came across a deal for this thing used online. And I'm going ahead and try to open this up real quick here. But it's a shredder. It's a guitarist that is one of my favorites. And oh yeah, here you go. If you know, you know. Vinnie Moore, The Mind's Eye. I've been waiting on this one, to be honest with you. This is an absolute stellar album. It was used, like I said, I got it for less than $20. I think it's out of print, if I'm not mistaken. And it's got the original the original sleeve in here for where the record came, but this guy's got it in one of these. Of course, this is the original Roadrunner records. Yeah, man, this is such a good listen if you're a fan of guitar-based music. And yeah, looks brand new. Good Lord. We flip it around, look at the other side real fast. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on this album. Holy smoke! Well, couple of fingerprints, but this looks incredible. But anyway, this is an absolute killer shred album. Man, I don't even remember when this came out. I was a lot younger when this one came out. But yeah, this is killer stuff. Vinnie Moore, if you're a fan of any kind of shred guitar, this is an absolute killer album. And my next record that I got, that actually came in last week on Friday, I just decided to hold off on unboxing because I knew Vinnie was coming in and the other album's coming in. But this came from Amazon. Of course, sometimes Amazons have the stickers on them. All it has is a barcode on this. I will say what this is supposed to be. So, as you guys know, I follow the vinyl deals, and I try to only buy the stuff that's on sale. So, this was one of the ones that I follow on X, a guy called, I think it's just Vinyl Deals or something like that. He posts, just great deals all day long. This is supposed to be Eric Church, and this album is like normally $25. It was on sale for, I think, $11.53. And this is his most recent album, Evangeline versus the Machine. It's only got 8 songs on it. It's not a long album, but yeah, it's a pretty good listen. I know, wearing the Aussie shirt, I'm a huge metal fan, but I also love some country. I've got a wide range of taste that I have. I mean, I go back and look at the vinyl. I mean, I've got metal, classical, jazz, you name it, but country. I got a handful of country artists that I absolutely love to this day. I grew up in the 80s, and I was part of that 90s country breakthrough, and so tons of favorites from that era, I should say. And then, modern artists such as Eric Church. I'm a huge fan of his. I enjoy a lot of his stuff. The podcast that I'm on, we did a review of his album Chief. If that one ever goes on sale cheap enough, I'll definitely pick that up to add to my collection. And then finally, this last album that I got, and there's a big old hoopla going on the internet right now because this is a Danzig album. And if you have been a fan of Danzig at all, you know that all his albums have been out of print for many, many years. And 2 weeks ago, there was a quick drop, just online stuff saying that the first 4 albums are going to go back into pressing. However, the website kind of looks shady to me, and I probably should do a screen grab and video this. But yeah, I got this thing opened up. So I hesitated to buy the first 4 albums, and then last week on Thursday, I started seeing videos of people doing the unboxings for these Danzig reissues, and I was like, "Holy smokes!" And I was confirming with the folks that I follow on these different vinyl channels that the releases were legit, and they were getting them from the same place, from the same site that was originally released. And by the time I got on those sites on Thursday afternoon, all of the albums were sold out except for Danzig 4. So I went ahead and grabbed it. I went ahead and grabbed it. My wife, huge Danzig fan. Not that she's ever going to see this video, but yeah, got Danzig 4. It came in today. This is an official pressing. I have a couple of bootlegs, or at least I had a couple of bootlegs. I'm down to one bootleg of Danzig 3 over there. And I mean, nothing wrong with the sound quality. I actually read somewhere that the bootlegs were actually as close to official as possible, because I think Glenn was involved at somehow, some way. Maybe, I don't know. But these are official pressings, and I will say, as soon as I placed the order, I was excited to get this. Of course, my wife, she's going to love it whenever she gets here, because she's a bigger Danzig fan than I am. I love some, Danzig. I actually love his first album. Huge when I was skating, riding skateboards when I was a lot younger. But she's a huge fan. I promise you tonight she'll probably want to listen to this if she wants to come downstairs and hang out. But anyway, with that being said, I on Saturday I was just kind of watching more of the videos of the Danzig stuff, because I knew I'd ordered Danzig 4, and I was wanting to hear some sound comparisons. And everybody is just saying that sound is outstanding. It's great. 3 and 4 have a little bit more compressed because the albums are a little bit longer. They're both around the 60-minute mark, I think. And the first two albums are around the 40-minute mark. So those two albums should sound very, very pure to analog. But these, the new, the number 4 and number 3 will have a little bit more compressed sound. But sure enough, Saturday afternoon, before I was going to work Saturday night, I looked online and clicked the links again, and lo and behold, all three of the first three albums are back in stock on the UDiscover site. And I thought, well, I'd already got a shipment notification on Friday that this album had shipped out, and I had no doubts to try it again. So I should have those 3 coming my way, hopefully by Thursday of this week, because ironically enough, I've already got a notification that it's being shipped. This was shipped on Friday. I got it today. Today's Monday. This was I think FedEx brought it. So the company that sent it to me, it's somehow through UDiscover Music, but that's not the website that you ordered from. I think it's called Complex Music or something. But do not hesitate if you've been waiting on these reissues, because they have not been re-released in many, many years. I say grab them now. Some of the other folks I follow are saying that they anticipate these albums being released in stores within the next 3 to 6 months. But currently it's just direct to consumer. And if you're into it, get them ordered. Like I said, I'm a fan of the first couple albums for sure, but 3, I do love 3 a lot, but my wife, she loves them all. She loves all the Danzig stuff, so she's super pumped about that. But anyway, that's my 3 unboxings for today, and I'm assuming I'll have another unboxing later this week, if indeed those 3 first Danzig albums get shipped. All right, guys. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by. Like, subscribe, share. Don't hesitate to leave any comments. I'll respond back. Of course, I'll listen to this a little bit later this evening, and if you got a question about the sound quality, I can't compare it to the original, but I can at least let you know what it sounds like through my Denon and Audio Technica setup back there behind me. But I'm looking forward to it. Thank you all for stopping by. Remember, listen with intent.